This conference will now be recorded.
All right. So yesterday we were doing this is theory part of it. Let's look into creating a business page today. Like I was telling you about it yesterday, there are 3 points of engagement which you can do on Facebook with our audience and customers. That is your business page, group, and your personal profile. So personal profile and groups are comparatively limited when compared to what can be done on a business page. There are a lot of things which can be done, as in you have publishing tools, you have Meta Business Suite, and here you can schedule your post. And so also I just showed you the another profile which we were having a look yesterday, where that pinned the post to the top, adding Tata Motors. Similarly, if there's something very important and you want to feature that if that has to be shown on top of the list, you pin the post, no matter from when you had posted. So that goes straight up on the top, and it is the first thing what your viewers will be able to see the time they come into your page. So the Facebook business page is very important because it is one of the largest social networking sites, and how we present here matters a lot. Just share the screen. There are some pages which I have created and I'm using. See, for example, I have pinned this post here. So I think previous class I've shared for the previous batch I've shared business of that link here. So it can be general posting and any kind of milestones and events. It can be customer testimonials telling about I mean how is your business? I mean, how are you providing them the service? General postings, video, and trust me, when you start posting video format more than images, there's likely to be more interaction and engagement in your post. So when you think about post, so one would be organic posting, where you'll not be spending, and that's how we've been doing through our personal profile. The other one would be boost. So think I have posted one of these sometime back or recently, and I want to bring this back, or it's a new it's a new post again. So there are two kinds of posts. One is organic post where you don't do anything, you create a good content, you can make use of Canva, any place, any designing tool, maybe Photoshop, Corel Draw, whatever, and you post it. How that's how we generally do that. But any point of time you want to reach people beyond your circle, beyond your network. That is when you have this marketing method. So it's a commercial format where we boost it. So it has chosen a goal, like it's set as automatic here. If you can see this in goal, it's automatic, and then it's taken get more calls. Call now, book now, shop now. Those are your CTA, call to action. So this will be one of the things they'll ask me in the exam as well. It's MCQ, that's the format. It's going to be very easy, but I'll be discussing some points which might turn up for exam. And earlier, if you can just keep that in your mind, it'll be very easier. So call to action, CTA. And here the CTA options I have is book now, learn more, shop now, sign up, send message. So this is basically what you want your audience or your customers to take action. So again, going back, we're doing digital marketing. One, creating good content is very important. Along with that, we want them to take some action. So that converts. So we're basically marketing here, and that visibility is put into some news, like they go into some point where the audiences turn into customers. So before, when I just posted this, I now have the option in Facebook where I create a post. I can ask without paying as well, because Facebook is, I mean, WhatsApp is acquired by Facebook. So they have this great feature now. So the minute I click on the post, or if I click on WhatsApp, I can freely get this lead generation. So whoever is seeing, if you create a page, there are chances you will have some percentage of your friends being part of it, and some people who like that category of business or topic, whatever you're coming up with. There are also chances where people who you don't know, and those are the ones who you can easily convert. And those would be the people who would be genuinely looking out for something. So your niche business, if it interests them, so one of the easiest ways now we can do that is connecting the post to WhatsApp. If they're interested, they click on that, you will instantly get, I mean, if they're using the mobile format of Facebook, they instantly will be connected to your WhatsApp. So you can have a conversation and close it. Here, this is a paid format here again. Uh, so this took up automatically when I clicked on the boost post. And this is the format you'll be seeing here to right side. And if you see, if you closely observe, like other ads, is the mouse visible? I mean, for you guys, because I'm directing it to a certain word.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have this below carbonized, there's something called a sponsor. So once we do that, that's how it shows up. And here down below, you have call now. So that is the CTA, call to action button. And normal, Facebook engagement buttons. You have like, comment, share. So more it gets like, more comments, more engagement, better people get to see. If you're doing this mode of payment marketing, you shall be getting an estimate. So it is just a prediction of getting 29 to 83 daily clicks, link clicks, and reach around 561 to 1600 people. And for this, I'll have to shell out an amount of 660 or 661 rupees for 7 days. So that's really good compared to, I mean, if you're someone new to the, new to the business and you want your brand to reach out there very quickly. We have actually tried this couple of times, and definitely it's worked. So when we earlier had posted an image, just an SEO, organic post, sorry. So when I had just posted something, so maximum it would have reached around 20, 30, depends on the content as well. So those many people would have seen. But the minute we chose the paid platform, we were able to reach around 8,000 plus on Facebook and another 8,000 on Instagram. So when we're creating ads on Facebook, that's the advantage we have. So if you have connected our account to Instagram, uh, your views are going to be, the reach are going to be really massive. How you can reach out people is going to be a big time, and it's really worth the money. It's like I told you, it's value for money when you try this out. So if you have something very important, or if you start your business on your own, try starting ads with Facebook, and later you can try Google ads. So to get a hang of it, and it's quite easy. Even when we teach digital marketing, we start with Facebook, so it'll be much easier. By the time you come into Google Ads, even that's quite simple. But again, the topics and the method, it's easier in Facebook. Okay, once you that is done, here you can set your budget, and to the right the estimates change. So if I'm spending 260 and my ads are running for 7 days, I can make the changes here, how many days I want and when it will be ending. So it says here minimum budget of 77 rupees per day. So minimum, it's asking me to spend 550 rupees, close to 541, 550 rupees for 7 days. That's value for money for each what we're getting. So before that, the post which you're creating, say this is an event, and you target it properly, perfectly. Like see here, I need to configure this. So if I keep an event or any kind of thing and keep it at 65, it's going to be waste of my budget and the whole campaign. So say I'll push it till, it depends on the business category. Say 18, okay. And tip tour, no, it will not make sense. Say I'll choose Bangalore. Again, we'll be coming back to this again when we go to Google, Facebook ads. And here again, I can make the changes. See all this. This is why you need to do it manually. Okay. And next, you also have an option of placement. And then the payment method, your ad will be active. I mean, it will be boosted. So you'll have a better reach than an organic post. That's again optional whether you want to do it or if it's really required, you want to reach out to more people, you can do that. That is boost. And going back, I earlier was just telling you how do you navigate generally. To the left also you have an option and to the right. So any point of time you want to create anything new, any post, you want to create a new post, you want to create a story, a room, or page ad, this would be convenient to do it right away. And also to get to your pages, you have the options. These are the existing pages, groups. Okay. So here, what else we need to go through? Okay, let's create one page. It's very simple. It's just a three-step process. Let me do that quickly. Again, stack of 6 dots here and page. Okay, to the right, you have a preview and you'll be working to the left. I'm sure many of you would have created the pages by now for whatever your favorite band, your fan pages, or someone who has small business might have done that already. So earlier we had taken this cafe rush. Let's continue with the same description. I think I have one. Let me paste that. Let's save some time. So I was telling you earlier, whenever you write your description, try. Okay, we're limited to some characters here. Let me Let me use a bit here. Okay, we are given a character limit of 255 characters here. In that, if we can add in keywords if possible, please do. We can use any kind of symbols for that. Or Facebook being not so formal, you can also make use of emojis. Okay, there I'm running out of characters. Let me just change that. So in case they, go across not reading the entire description, at least the keyword should catch their attention. So that's all it asks when you start. It's going to ask you for name of your page, category of business, or category of whatever you're creating, fan page, whatever. And finally, description, which is limited to 255 characters. Create page. And the next thing it's going to ask you is the profile pic and cover image. I think I have it ready from the previous class. So just made some changes to that. It's also drag and drop. Like if you have minimized your screen, just drop in the images. That shouldn't take much time for you. Okay, there's some small concept called a safe zone. I mean, before I upload the pic, you should be seeing that dotted lines there in the place of that cover image. So whatever you put inside that dotted line, that is a safe zone. So no matter on what device you open, the important text or logo or anything you want to put, that's going to be visible on all devices. You can have a look here as well. I think it's uploading. Okay, let me just drag and drop the file if I have it here. In case PNG is not accepting, just try downloading. Okay, let me open this. JPEG. That should solve the issue. Okay, so there we have our profile pic and cover image, and check it out on both the platforms if it's coming okay, if it's visible. And that's it. That's as easy as creating a business page. But here on, how we optimize is very important. Like, you know, giving the details and customizing the tabs, what should be visible when the visitor comes to your page. Like we were seeing other brands yesterday, like we saw Rado, and also to you observe all the bigger brands like H&M and even the bigger brands. So you should be seeing um, their products basically in the background than anything else. Okay, I'm not able to right now access my phone. I'll do this step a little later. So that's the easiest way, and that's how we create the business page. But after which, I was just telling you how we optimize the page is very important. And right now, if you see, they used to call this the Facebook Business Suite before. Now they have made this into Meta Business Suite. So there are a lot of features there which you can implement for your business page. You also can add a button here. So that's again a CTA. Can have follow, start order, book now. Again, now depending on what your business categories, you can choose the suitable button, your CTA button. See WhatsApp message, email, learn more. We'll just take follow for now. Yeah. Okay. And moreover, I'm sure most of you are familiar. Like we did earlier on Google Business, we have event, offer, ad. They did have jobs. I think they've removed it recently. That's the change. They did have jobs. You could post jobs here on Facebook, but now that's been removed, I guess. So okay, let me see if any posters there. I'll just take one from Pexel, Canva, any of these places. You can uh, source your content and just write in a description. So let me go to Pixabay. And look for cafe. When you're posting or creating, just make sure that people there. Otherwise, it's a look whenever it can be an actual your establishment. If you have people, that looks more lively than having just empty spaces. Even if they're blurred in the background, that's all right. So this is what I was telling you about. For which you need to connect your WhatsApp, which I'll not be able to do it currently as I don't have access to my phone. And see here as well, if you generally when you're creating a post, I'll go back there. So generally when we're creating a post, we can post it directly. But if you want to do something more like scheduling it to certain date, you have to use business suit. We'll check that out as well, but we'll just use a normal image right now and write in few words. Okay, just writing some description as you would, and some value addition when you're doing a post. Because generally, when we do it on our personal profile, we'll be doing it just to share it to others and let them know. But here, it's about getting them towards your business. It can be anything. It can be a boutique, it can be a salon, it can be anything. So based on your business category, you can just use images as well, like this. Okay, create post. What's important here is if you want better reach, add in hashtags. And keep some hashtags consistent each time you post. It's taking a bit time to load. I'll just check what do we have here. I think it should come in the foot section. Okay, that's lagging a bit. So use emojis, use keywords, hashtags. So you're likely to reach more people. And it should be the first time you post it. Again, if you edit it later, add hashtags, that'll have less impact. So the first time you're doing itself, add in all the necessary hashtags, emojis. Emojis is just for your keeping it attractive, but hashtags are important. And if you use the first time you're posting it, it'll have more impact. Okay, try again. There's a slight lag in this page. Okay, I'm finding everything else than coffee here. There's an expressive. Okay, expressive. Okay. And post. Okay, so you also have the option to boost here if you wanted to just reach out to people other than your followers and friends on that page. And done. Now see, each time you post and you want this to be the feature post, it's very simple. Come here and pin it to the top. So whoever visits your site for the first time, they'll be doing this first. Control R. One minute. Okay. So Cafe Rush Bengaluru, we are now in your own looking for space to work, drop in. Cafe Rush, we provide high speed internet. Super fresh coffee. Okay. After this, what you need to know is this section here in settings. Any point of time you want to delete it, it's always in settings, remove page and clear it off. And rest of the options you can check it out here. If you're working on something and you don't want it to be published for time being, you can keep it unpublished, save changes, and when the page is ready and yeah, see here, the page isn't finished, and you can publish it. Okay, so who can post on your page and all these options, age restrictions on, you can just check that out later. And what's important for us here is page info, and this is your basically you can say vanity URL. You need to have certain number of likes and certain number of you should be quite active on Facebook also to get this, or it'll take some time, but down the line you can have this as it sees more traffic and activities happening. Even now you can just try it. So this is how you get. So down the line you can update that, and next you can add in a few more categories if you wish. Say restaurant, cafe and restaurant, and depends on what business you're doing. Hello. Someone wants to share something? Okay, this again is going to ask me for education, which I'll do later. So this is very similar to what we were doing on Google Business. If you see here, service area, your hours of operation, then in prison again, I think it is the permission in few select countries where you need to take the permission to create the page because they'll be using certain location. See, it says is an optional field in certain countries such as Austria, Germany, Switzerland. Businesses may be required by law include a statement of ownership in their web presence. So they should take they should make certain statement there, and here you can add in the products. As we have done this earlier, I'll just skip this part and go into things what we have not done. Say website, location. It's also quite important even on Facebook to mark your location exactly with the pin. I think initially it will be in some other continent in the middle of an ocean somewhere. So find the pin and drop it exactly where, see, it's in Iran. Or I think any point of time you double click, you'll be able to get it. But by default, it's going to be elsewhere. So make some effort to place it exactly where your establishment is. I'll try somewhere in Bangalore. Okay, just managed to place it somewhere in Koramanga. In case you work, you don't want to share your location, you can say your page doesn't have a location. City, Bangalore, all those information. Okay, you're familiar with this. You can give in these details. The hours again, click on during select hours and you should go as you saw on Google business page that you have to set in each by detail. Say it starts around 6 a.m. Okay, there's one thing here. When you're giving hours, there are chances when you're copy pasting it, it'll close. So don't try clicking outside this rectangle, this blue highlighted area. Just keep it within that because even to copy paste, it's a little tricky here. So it's better if it's a one-time process, go one by one and say it closes by. And here it gets updated automatically. You don't have to save anything. Just do this process. See, this is one uh, field where there are chances, even if you've given it right, later when it's saved, there are chances it's showing something else. So just keep a track of this so you can update this later as well if there are any changes by that. So operating as usual. And here you get around 50,000 characters. Initially, we saw when you're creating the page, we were limited to 255 characters. But here, if you want to share more details, anything from your website or anything that you want to convey to your viewers, you can add it up here. 50,000 is a lot of characters, and just put in what's required in case you missed something from the description, which was shown earlier. And your price range, QR code, and again you can make use of this, have it printed, and in the reception or lobby you can just put this QR if people want to check out your page and what's happening. say if it's more like a cafe or any kind of venue which is having events, or maybe even a boutique where you're launching your new products and new arrivals. So you can, if you want to keep them updated, you can just have it printed on the reception and they can follow you. That's another way to get more likes and follows. So the last part is connecting your other social media handles like Instagram. You see, you have a whole list of options here: TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter. So this is a place you connect your Facebook page to the other handles, social media handles. Okay, next, templates and tabs. This is quite important. So based on your business category, it would have already given you a format, but anytime you want to change it, say you have politicians, then you businesses, and there should be restaurants and cafes, and apply template. Okay, now the priority is given to menu, offers, reviews, photos, something as such. And you can always drag and drop. You can make the changes. The one on the top will be viewed first. Okay, so offer somewhere here, then you can have about in the first, and then the menu. However, you can just customize as you want it. Have reviews there. Okay, so that's automatically saved. Okay, then going to page roles, we have a lot more options compared to business, Google Business here. As in, you have admin, editor, moderator, advertiser, and analyst. So don't see this as a page which you and me are creating. You should see this also a page as uh, we earlier saw Rado, we saw Virat Kohli, and all the big brands and the big influencers and the big ambassadors. They are using this same tool as well. That's why I told you it's a level playing field. So if you're working for them as one of the digital marketing person or their team, their branding team, so this is a huge responsibility. And someone comes in new in your team, and you right away give an editor or advertiser. I mean, advertiser is okay. Moderator. There are chances if they're not in the right set of mind, and someone writes in a negative comment, and which we saw earlier, which was quite obvious. It was that I mean, when we were looking through Tata Motors yesterday, someone had written a complaint on the booking issue. So at that point of time, if they reply back negatively, that impacts the entire brand. So you should just keep in mind who do you give what access here. It's very important. So for example, if you give an analyst, all they can do is see which admin created the post, comment, and view insights. So insights is the measurement part here again in Facebook, where they'll be able to track how many people have viewed and what is the activity that's basically happening. And it goes, the roles get higher. See here, create ads. Advertiser can create ads, see who created the post, comment, view insights. If an Instagram account is connected to a page, they can create ads there as well. And if you go into moderator, you can send messages. So this is what I was just telling you about. You can send messages through this as the page. So when as the the company gets bigger, it's very important. These roles are given to very responsible people, or your ORM will go for a toss, and you'll not be able to get back the reputation once gone. Respond, delete comments on the page, create ads, see who created the post, view insights if an Instagram, yeah, quite similar, and send DM. And they can direct message and create ads on Insta. So editor again here more or less has most of it. Send business contact info, send the direct messages, delete comments. So this is also quite a big role when you consider if a big brand is working. See, no matter how big the brand is, they shall be going through the same procedures when they're creating the profile. They definitely will apply for verification, and they would have got it in time. because there'll be huge MNCs or big brands which impact millions of people. That's a lot of responsibility. And admin. So anywhere you're giving admin to another person, just be careful, or rather don't give. You can just give editor and go on, because there are chances they can remove you itself from the page at once. Okay, and if it is a sensitive issue, you just need to mention quite earlier, like if you're into HR, if you're into social issues, election, politics, it's better to be just keep Facebook aware about it as you create events, so there are no issues with that. And here you connect your Instagram page. Okay, and then to your WhatsApp payments, which will come in a little later. Activity log, this is also important. So you have created the page and then handed over to some another person who is maintaining the page for you. So this is one point of access for you where you don't have to scroll through all the posts which are there. So right away you can see what exactly is happening with your page, activity log, profile, how many times it's been changed, who has changed it, and you can read your comments at once here. Similarly, we have this also on Twitter. It's called Twitter Deck, where you can see the activities in form of columns, multiple columns, what's exactly happening, events, groups, and like at once you can just see what's exactly happening there. Okay, anytime you want to navigate back, your pages. Okay, let's also look into some other important things. Okay, this is a section. Uh, yeah, here you have planner, or it's also called calendar. You can any point of time you're not sure what to post. This guides you very easily. As in, if any special occasions are coming up, Facebook itself will let you know this um, special occasion is coming up, and you can schedule the post for that. You can schedule a story, you can schedule a post. So this will be very helpful. If you're not sure what's important that month, you can do it this way. So I'll click on month and see here you have it. So if you're going to take this forward and create posts on every regularly and start getting some traffic for your page, this is going to be very helpful, because you don't have to think about it every day. Once initial part of the month, like in the first week, if you can just take out, if something important is coming, you can go create a post on Canva, or just add an image and write in some description, some hashtags, and keep it ready. Even if you forget to do it that day, by itself it's gonna be scheduled and gets posted. So it saves you time. Also make sure you're keeping your audience interactive, engaged. See, right now we don't have anything here. I mean, nothing. I think then drums on, should be somewhere here. Next. Okay, there's Father's Day, then in June, then in May you have Mother's Day. So whatever, if you find that reasonable and it has to be created, you can do that. See here, if you go to this option here, create post, create story, and you can also create and keep it scheduled for that point of time. And this all comes in your Meta Business Suite. Before it was called Facebook Business Suite. Once they rebranded themselves, it's Meta Business Suite. Okay, then again, if we go into all tools, you find the other ones, and add. To create an ad, I'll just show you. Okay, before that, insights. Once you see some traffic coming into your page, some activities, engagement, you should be getting the data here. Okay, so here estimate audience size. That's a huge number there. 39 crores somewhere. Yeah, not even big. Yeah, and people on Facebook and Instagram in India, and two other filters. I'll just can make the changes here. See, age group, I don't want 65. I'll say till 40. I'll take it till 40. 18 is okay. And choose Bangalore. I can just get an idea how many users and what kind of audience I can create. I can actually create an audience and keep it as a preset. So when I'm creating an ad next time, it'll be easy for me to choose, and based on this, I can create an ad. Okay, gender, all, interest. See, I'll see language, English. Local language, Kannada, Hindi, whatever. Or just keep it English and regional. You'll be getting an idea. What are the top pages? First ranking is Narendra Modi, then Virat Kohli, Colors Kannada, Sachin Tendulkar, different categories if you see. All challenges. Okay, so I have an option of creating an ad right away. And this is my possible impressions. I mean, the audience which I can reach out to. So as I configure, it's going to change. Say I'll just keep it to 30, 35. So 70.1% are men, 29.9 women. I've already chosen Bangalore, so I'm getting these details. The minute I change and keep it India, we'll be seeing other cities as well. Seems like Delhi has the highest. Okay, and then your post and stories. So again, this is where you can just see what you have scheduled, the drafts, published posts. This is one place you can easily access that, and also create posts here, which can be scheduled for later point of time. Right now, which I created there, it was telling me an option to create a post in Facebook Meta Business Suite, so I can schedule it. But actually doing it on the page there was not possible. So here again, I can, if it's connected to my Instagram, I can post it in both the places. Same with ads as well. If I'm creating an ad, I can uh, place it both on the Facebook news feeds, which I was just telling you, which we generally scroll through, or it can be to the right column, and you can place it in Instagram. So, it's possible to add it to stories as well. And here, if I'm doing the same thing here, let me just take an image or video, anything. What's coming up now? Okay, just create one in general. That has 60 million times. Hashtags. 3. Okay. Okay, once you do that and you have the image in place, yeah, you can also add in. I am just running out of time, so I'm not using emojis. You can do that. Either I see here, if once Facebook gets to know what point of time people are coming to your page, you'll get this data. It's quite new here, so it's not here. This insight is free of cost. You won't have to pay anything. Just based on how many people are visiting your page, you'll get optimal time. And if you get to post on that point of time, you'll get better views and better engagement. So if I say set a certain date, I can schedule the post. See here, schedule post. Or if not happy, you want to come back later and make some changes, save to draft. Say 26th, or I'll early in end of the month and early if you're planning for next month. Sometime you can do that and save and schedule post. So that's scheduled and on at what time? At 7:56 on 30th April, like before the you'll be getting that. That'll be posted on its own. So this is a place where you can have schedule your posts or drafts and also see the post which you have published earlier and what has been their engagement. I mean the post engagement, comments, shares, all these details are available here. You can also create a story. So it's I don't know. It's there's a stat that if you're using Facebook at least 1 to 2 posts and 4 stories will get you better engagement, and that has to be consistent. One thing about digital marketing is you need to post consistently, no matter the content. So if you're planning to go viral and get more people, you should have a niche. You should have a very value oriented topics to take to power people, and overall it should be consistent. If you take this for a long period of time and following a certain format, definitely it'll catch up in due time. But again, consistency is everything here. Okay, then we have this. Okay. We'll just see this, and if possible, we'll create the ad tomorrow. Okay, see here. When you're creating an ad, I told you two ways to navigate here. One, initially when you go to your page, to the right side, you can like how you can create your pages. You can create uh, post. Also, it'll just bring you here ad. Okay, I just kept that in I've not published it. So if I have to create ads, it has to be published. If I can do it directly here, let me do it. Okay, see here you get more messages, basically goals. What you want your audience to do when you create the ad. Get more messages if you want to boost. Basically, boost is your reach, reaching out to more people and promote your page. Again, awareness and reach. Promote your business locally. This I told you earlier when we were creating Google business page where you were having exact location and people around you, certain circumference of area around your business, you can promote it. So people around you are more likely to reach for this, and the ads are being shown to them. Website visitors and get more leads. So the last one would be more on the conversion part of it, where they're likely to be converted. Your audiences are likely to be converted into customers. So you can have automated ads, choose a goal, boost existing content, which I showed you earlier. See if you get started with something automatic ads. It's for someone who is not used to Facebook, and it's a guide entirely through, like it'll guide you entirely through, ask you some questions, and based on your replies, it'll create take in the options. Say, do you want people to come to your business location, which you saw earlier in Google Business as well, quite similar. It says yes, then say yes. And do you have a website? Yes, if you do, just click on yes. If not, it's okay, you can take no as well. Do people buy products on your website? If because you had already given you have a website, it's asking you. Say no. If not, if it's not an e-commerce site. Do you book appointments on your website? If you have that option, yes. Do you get leads through your website? Yes, that's one of the most important part. Do you want people to contact you? Definitely. Yes. How do you want people to contact you? Select all that applies. They share their contact information, they message me on Facebook. However, getting leads is all that important. Okay, location. So see, this is basically they are asking you all the questions. So as you are given the reply, it will suggest you certain pattern, and that's why it's automated. Everything is guided. So it's taking certain images there. Basically, your profile and cover, that's all it has access to right now. So here you can add in an image if you want. Say I'll keep that itself. Okay. Just like earlier, now you're getting get more messages on Messenger, get more leads, get more bookings. You can choose your goal here. Promote your contact info locally. Promote your address locally. Get more traffic. Then you'll have to give in your website URL, valid ID, your phone number. So whatever CTA or whatever goal you choose, according that, will ask you details of it. And that's about it. It's just a guide through, and we should be having up here durations continuous. So there's no end date unless you end this campaign. It will go on. That just like you have your Netflix subscription, it takes the money from your account. Similarly, smart audience, Facebook, Instagram. So I haven't connected Instagram here yet. It's taken. So there might be chances where I'll be losing out on budget if I haven't connected it to Instagram. And that's it. That's the very easy way. out of which now I'll be getting on daily basis, I'll be reaching 1,100 to 3,000 people, and possible clicks are around 61 to 176. So anything ranging from as low as 61 till 176, chances are that. Now again depends what content are we putting up, and I'll have a daily budget of 240 rupees. I can again make changes in this, but this is a guided format. Tomorrow once we start, I'll be showing you how we can do it manually. So now that's done, and promote now. That's it. Once you click on that, and if you have everything in set and configured, your ad will go live. And there's one thing here, be it any platform, if you don't have, if you now even given your card details and all that, in case you're using a debit card, unless you add certain amount of money, it doesn't go active. I mean, it doesn't go live. So to initially start off, you should be having uh, some money there for the ad to run. Okay. Here are some reference resources that you can later check. How to get successful stories, posts. So I think even YouTube has this platform. If you go into YouTube, there's YouTube for kids, there's YouTube for content creators and general YouTube. Similarly, when they have it here, add resources, so you can refer that at any point of time you want to know more about it. Anything else to be done? I'll just check before we go to ad. Okay. See, the other way is creating ads is go to all tools. First, you need to come into. Okay, there are two ways getting into Meta Business Suite here. One, you can go to the URL. I mean, your address bar on Google. Type business.facebook.com. It will bring you directly here. Or anytime in your profile or page, you'll find it to the left side. Meta Business Suite. Basically, two ways of coming here. If you want to directly reach out and work on something quickly, you can go to business.facebook.com. Okay, Ads Manager. This will need some time. I think we should do this tomorrow. But before which, I'll just, yeah, this is going to be a homepage when you're creating ads. There's, I'll bring that up tomorrow as well. Okay, but just observe, you have campaigns. This is the ad structure which I was telling you earlier. You have campaign, you have ad set, and ads. So in a campaign, you can have multiple ad set. Okay, in Google they call it ad group, in Facebook they call it ad set. Okay, there's an update. They're saying we're removing some details and targeting options. Okay, they're making some more. There are a lot of changes coming up. So I told you we already before we had jobs, so now they remove that. So a lot of changes are coming up in both places, Facebook and Google. And I just got a mail 2 days back. They're going to be rebranding again. I think they're going to remove Google Business and just call it Search or Maps. So there's something else coming up in that page as well. So this is going to be the home screen, and any point of time you want to create. I was just telling you earlier, if the screen is visible, just observe this. You have, I'll just zoom in. So this is what I was telling you earlier. You have awareness, consideration, and conversion. First, it insists us to create campaigns which are based on awareness and reach. And once that is done, you can run ads. It's not mandatory. You should start from. Start from there. Any point of time you can get onto directly conversions. But this is a format which would be better. That's what I was telling you earlier: visibility, credibility, and then profitability. On the other hand, you have awareness, consideration, and conversion. So awareness would be the visibility, like you reach out to them and tell them you exist and you're providing so and so service and products. And then consideration. So that's a credibility factor. Once you have they know about you and you've been visible for them for some time. Next step, whether they want to go, some engagement. Engagement here again would be comment, likes, shares, all these kind of options, app installations, video views, lead generation, messages, traffic, getting those people who view your content, taking them towards your website or landing page, and then finally conversion. So this is more likely for people who you have taken who you made them um, install and engage for a long time. For a new business, for new page, it's great to start with awareness, brand awareness, and reach. Okay, which we'll be doing it tomorrow.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please tell me.
So we'll be having an exam at the end of this course, right?
Yes, you would be.
Is it decided when that would be?
I think it would be the last day of the session.
And will it be online or offline?
Online. You can access it through your mobile or a PC if you have one. Close to it.
Okay,
Exam is
thank
going to
you.
be online.
And one
And
more
I'll also
question.
be, yeah, please ask me.
This course is for this semester, right?
Yeah, we should probably be having, it's basically 30 hours.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So any doubts you have regarding this? And how many of you have business pages here? Just type one in the chat section. Hello. So I was just asking how many of you here have a business page or fan page? Please type one in the chat section for me to get an idea. Okay, I'll say one. Just let me know so we can finish today's session. If you have a business page, please let me know in the chat section. None of you have business page here or fan page? Okay, so you will have to create, you have committed earlier as well that you're going to be creating both Google business page and Facebook business page. Please do that and share a screenshot of it. So you had taken the time Thursday. I hope everyone does it, because last interaction, even there, not everyone completed the link. See, here it's not about your exam, it's not about the assignments. It's about if you participate and get to do it along with me, or if you have a PC next to you, you can be working on it and keep trying. Any doubts you can ask me. So interaction is more important, learning is more important here, not exactly what score you get. So please be more interactive, and any point of time, if I ask you to create, please take some time, create it and share. Not asking you to share the link, just share a screenshot of what you create. And most of you have done great job in creating a logo. Uh, I still remember that crafting something. It was really nice. Spend some time doing that. Likewise, please create and just see what can be done. So it's not compulsive, but it should be more interactive and voluntarily. If you do that, it'll come out much better. Okay, any doubts regarding today's session? Come on, the 34 people. Yes, no, no, sir. Okay. What about others? Okay, fine. At least now I see some responses. Okay, great. Sure. Then let's meet tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be starting Facebook business. I mean, Facebook ads. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We'll meet tomorrow.